Okay, how to set a template in Voicemeeter. So if you're somebody that does podcast session and you need a template, it's not all the time whenever you come into OBS, you mix. Maybe you do Voicemeeter production, you do your service production, you do live streamings. So you can create templates for each setting. That way, it will just be recurring. It will be generic. You don't have to be setting up all the time. So what you have to do is when you come to your OBS, your Voicemeeter banana interface. Let me say you bring in all the mics. Maybe this is you are using this one as your maybe mic one. Mic one. You call it, right click on it on that place and say click on mic one, microphone one, and you call this one, right click on it and say mic two, mic two. When you're done, press enter. You click on this one, say mic three. If it's a 3-person podcast section. So when you're done, you bring in the mics respectively. You bring in the mics respectively as far as you can see them in the system. If you're not seeing them here, it means that they are not routed properly. It means they are not routed properly, and you have to check through your computer audio settings to make sure that they are being seen. If it is a USB interface, make sure that the USB interface has the ability to output the two or more than two audio inputs separately, not just as a stereo signal, but as a channel one and channel two. If it needs software, you go through the software and make sure you output them separately so that they can appear separately here, the left and the right, or the one, the two, the three, the four, as you see them. Okay, with that in place, you can actually route where they go to. You can say, okay, I want to be able to hear. You come to A1, you can select your headset depending on what you want to be hearing. I say, you can select your headset. You can say, okay, I want to hear this in my headset, hear this in my headset, hear this also in my headset. I want to, maybe the next one, you send it to your, what they call it, you send it to your speaker. If you are in a studio, maybe studio monitor, you can say, okay, let's studio monitor be this. Let studio monitor be this. Say, okay, I want to send this one to studio monitor. I don't want to send this one to studio monitor. I want to send this one to studio monitor. Okay, and maybe if it is a section that have a talkback system, maybe the podcast people have a headset on, or you can say, okay, let me give them their sound individually so they can listen in on themselves. Okay, you can say, okay, you can choose the output, which is the talkback system. You can say this is the talkback system. Okay, so go to the talkback system, go to the talkback system, go to the talk so they can monitor themselves. In-ear monitoring devices can be active. So when you are done, you can now come to the menu section. Can now come to the menu section. So you can now come to the menu section and click on menu. In menu, you see save settings. And you click on save settings. You should open in video. You can select your document, go to where your Voicemeeter recordings have been saved. And you can now say, okay, yes, file name, let it be podcast session dot sessions session template. So that way you will know that this is just for podcast sessions. So when you reset your OBS, when you reset it and go to menu, you can see load settings. In load settings, you can now add this one. So automatically it sets your Voicemeeter back to your preset. You can share this preset, you can give it to other people to use, you can just use it to transfer it to other files. And that way you can build the one that just works for your setup. You can even change virtual input name, maybe your OBS output comes here, something like that. You can even individually set your A1 names. You can say, okay, this is my headphone. This is my sound card. When you right click on it, you can say, this is my monitor, my studio monitor. You can say, okay, this is my in-ear monitor. This is my OBS input, virtual input. This is my maybe Zoom virtual input. So depending, you can set as many as you want. You can call this mic 1, mic 2, mic 3 as you've set it. You can say this is your computer. So you can say this is my PC audio. PC audio. So automatically they have their names. When you were done, you can actually update the preset. You can actually update the preset and press save, and you update your preset. That way, when you come next time, it will just set everything like this for you. It will not set the mics, so you have to put the mics again. It will not set the mics like it will set the mics, everything. It will do to give you exactly, even your recording. If you need you can arm to an update, and they just give you that. That is it for that is it for how to set a template in Voicemeeter Banana. Next video is already waiting. Don't miss it.